Hello everyone, welcome to day 2 of your journey to handstand with me, Sarah White. I hope you enjoyed the workout yesterday. For some of you that are feeling a little bit sore, today is going to be perfect for you. So I know that some of you may have noticed that when you are trying to kind of stack the hips on top of the shoulders, it just doesn't feel good, or you feel like you're leaning a little bit too far forward, and that could be because you have limited range of movement within the shoulders. The reason why we need open shoulders in our handstand is just simply the more that we can open and kind of stack, so pulling the shoulders back so that we have this nice straight line, the easier the balance is going to be, right? So we're not loaded into the shoulders. If we can just make this lovely little line with the body, it makes it easier to balance. So today, that's what we are going to be working on. It will just be a kind of active flexibility session for you. I do advise, if you are one of these people that do have tight shoulders, then add day 2 at the end of every single day that we have been doing throughout these next 10 days. So that being said, for this video, you are going to need a wall and a pair of blocks, or even just a sofa or the side of a coffee table. And let's get started. So we're going to start off just moving into the joints, into the places that we're going to be stretching a little bit more later. We're going to do 10 big arm circles backwards. So soften the knees, plant the feet in towards the ground, take the arms all the way back and round. Good. So 10 big circles. I want you to think about not flaring out into the ribs and sticking the glutes out. I want you to think about the belly button coming in towards the spine, tucking the tailbone under, and if there's any kind of sticky spots where you feel like, oh God, why can't I move in that? Go a little bit slow. Good. And then once you've done 10 backwards, of course, we need to go the opposite way, so bring it forwards. One way is always going to feel a little bit more challenging than the other. And again, try and move the shoulders at exactly the same time. So maybe one shoulder wants to move before the other. Good. Give me a few more. And then we're going to slowly release, give it a little bit of a shake and come to the wall. So we're going to start off with our wall waves. The trick is, for this active flexibility, is to find the range first. So just opening up the shoulders gently, and then we're going to activate the range on the floor. So that being said, bring the hands onto the wall, shoulder distance apart. Walk the feet out just so that when you sink, it's kind of like a 90 degrees angle. Push into the palms, soften the knees, stick the tailbone out, and then sink the chest down towards the ground. As you exhale, push into the palms, tuck the tailbone under, bring the gaze towards the navel, still pushing into the wall. Good. Big breath in, dropping the belly, tucking that tailbone out, maybe gaze towards the wall of the fingers, and then exhale to round, push the floor away. A few more times. So super nice and slow. Only thinking about that stretch in the shoulders, but that movement of the pelvis, right? So that's going to help our handstands as well. Just being able to know where the pelvis is in space and what movements it's doing, whether it's a posterior tilt like I'm doing now, or an anterior tilt, which basically means having a sexy butt, right? Sticking the butt out. Good. Give me one more. And this time, as you sink down, I want you to hold it there. So imagine pulling the palms down the wall. We're opening into our shoulders. Glutes are sticking out. Try not to lean into the toes. Keep that hips pretty much in line with the heels. Good. Taking one more breath. And then slowly push into the wall, round through the spine, and hold it there. Look forward. Good. So we're getting a little bit more of an active stretch. Push the palms into the wall. Keep rounding through the spine for 2. And 1, slowly release. Congrats. Give it a little bit of a shake. And then we're going to take it down towards the ground. So come in onto our blocks. I'm going to move them a little bit further in. We're going to build with the movement that we've just done on the wall, but we're going to use the blocks to assist us a little bit as well. So that being said, placing the hands on top of the blocks, palms facing down. Walk the knees back so that the knees are in line with the hips here. And just like we did onto the wall, just sink the chest down. If you're a yogi, think puppy dog pose. And then push into the palms and round through the spine. Good. 4 or more of those. The breath in, we're dropping the chest down, we're looking forward. The breath out, we're rounding, gaze towards the knees. 3 more times. Big breath in. Big breath out. Focusing on that tucking of the tailbone. Perfect. Give me one more. Nice and slow, sink it down low. and then rounding through the spine. Good. And then slowly release. Perfect. So now, same kind of action, but this time we're going to take the pinky edges of the hand and we're going to place it down onto the blocks. So thumbs are resting up, and instead of going in towards that kind of sinking chest, I want you to push the pinky edges in towards the block or the coffee table, wherever you are, round through the upper back and hold it there. So really push the fingers in towards the blocks, and you're going to find this active stretch. Good. Breathe there for 10. Keep pushing. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax, let the chest drop. We're going to do that 2 more times. So take a moment, take a breath, then push in towards the fingers, round through the spine, tuck the navel in, hold for 10. 9, round the upper back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Perfect. Take a moment. We're going to do 1 more round, so push into the pinky edges of the hands, round through the back, really push that weight in towards the blocks. Hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Congratulations. Give the shoulders a bit of a roll, a bit of a shake. So we're going to go a little bit deeper into just activating the lines that we've just stretched, right? So we're going to do something called lift-offs. So I want you to bring, either the blocks can come down, or you can actually do this just lying down on the ground. So bring the belly all the way upon the earth, blocks out in front of you, hands on top of the blocks. So from here, crown of the head comes down, squeezing through the glutes. You can push the feet into the wall, and then I want you to slowly, with the right arm, push that right arm away from you and lift it up and away from the block, and then slowly lower it down. Lifting it up for 5. Lower for 4. It doesn't matter how high you get, just trying to keep it close towards the ears for 3. For 2. And 1. Perfect. Right hand comes down. Left hand side. So remember, pinky edges pushing into the block, and then left arm goes up for 5. For 4, keep the gaze down. For 3. For 2, shoulders out and away, and 1. Perfect. We're going to go 1 more each side, and then of course we're going to do 2 arms together. So crown of the head down. Right arm pushes away from you and lifts it up for 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing it down, left hand side for 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Setting it down. Perfect. So now both arms at the same time. So pushing both fingertips away from you. Lift both arms for 10. Just hover towards the block. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. The last one, hold it there. Breathe in for 5. Squeeze in for 3. For 2. And 1. Release. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders, lifting everything up into a little bit of a cobra. Give yourself a little bit of a shake. Perfect. Congratulations. And that is it, guys. Your active kind of stretch for those shoulders. What to take away from today is the more open the shoulders are, the better and easier it's going to be to stack our hips on top of the shoulders for that vertical line. So if you do struggle with your overhead kind of mobility, then add this to the end of each day's practice. And don't forget, code YouTubeFam will get you that beautiful discount on my ebook if you want it. If not, I'll see you tomorrow for day 3, which is the horizontal handstand, and it's all to do with our core. I'll see you there.